Hello? Yeah? Oh, West Ham. Yeah, we slapped those guys 6-0. Oh, who's next? Oh, don't worry about them. We'll beat them too. Guys, Arsenal just beat West Ham. We slapped them. We absolutely demolished them. We hammered West Ham 6-0, ladies and gentlemen. It was a beautiful sight to see. Bukayo Saka with his 100th goal. Declan Rice homecoming. Underrated Gabriel Magalhaes and William Saliba are the best center-back pairing in the Premier League. I don't want to hear about anybody else at this moment in time. In addition to that, we got to talk about Manchester United with the win versus Aston Villa in a crucial top 5, top 4 battle. As you got Tottenham fans cheering on United today. It was a weird sight to see. We got Erling Haaland. He has been gone for how long? He hasn't scored a goal since November. And he's still top of the goal chart. Scored a brace and could have had a hat trick if Kevin De Bruyne wasn't a little bit greedy trying to take the chip shot at the end of the Everton game. Then you also have Tottenham, the luckiest team this weekend, with the late minute winner. In the 97th minute, they scored the goal to beat the team that they were playing against. How am I forgetting? Brighton. Yeah, Brighton. And Liverpool go top. In a game that was very back and forth, I thought Liverpool were very beatable on that game. I thought Burnley looked like they could have got something from that game. But no, Liverpool at the end got through. But today, we're switching it up a little bit. We're going to be talking about AFCON. We're also going to be talking about Real Madrid because we got my boy Sam in the building. And yes, it's not no Real Madrid combined 11, but we might do a Bayern Munich combined 11 because I think Bayern Munich are shit right now. We also got Monty in the building. We're going to talk about Man United, and he's happy his team won, and they're making him proud for weathering the storm with the man Ten Hag. And we got Vader in the building. Or do we? Is he here? Is he coming? Oh, there he is. There he is. He's coming into the building. He's waiting. He's scoping. He's going to jump over the chair any moment now. And there you go. He's in the building. He is in the building. And as you already know, we're going to have Liverpool fan Ram in the building very soon. And Jay is going to be joining us any moment now. But before we go any further, do me a favor. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. And guys, can we just start with the segment outside of the Premier League for a second? We got Sam in the house. Sam, you got the league wrapped up. You're telling me the league is done? You're going to win it? In case you don't know, who did you play this weekend? Girona?
I played Manchester City's second team, apparently, as they have. So you
played Man City's second team. Your basically rival to the Premier League this season. I mean, the La Liga this season. And what happened?
Well, what happened is Vader and Hams and all that, man, you can hold that. That's number one. And then number two, put them in the bin. Like, nothing more to say in it. Like, the thing is, I did believe we were going to win, but when I actually think about it this way, all of our 4 centre-backs are injured. Every single one of them are injured. We played with a defensive midfielder in as a centre-back, and played a right back in the centre-back position as well. And kept a clean sheet. I don't even think Girona had a shot on target in the whole 90 minutes, and they've scored the second most goals in Europe after Bayern Munich and City. Man, it was a beautiful day. You know, we won the game. The league is wrapped up. Any bastard dog who wants to come in and start telling me now again about that they still got a chance, you're not. You're out. Thank you very much. Number 36 is coming into the camera at the season. And yeah, man, I could sit here, just watch Arsenal absolutely embarrass West Ham, who was an absolute disgrace today. I could watch Man United do their job and just watch the Prem games without even having to think about my club. And man, the double is on, man. Both the league and the UCL is on now. Just go get the double, man.
The Spanish league is the Farmers League. What do you say to that?
My man says it's the Farmers League. My brother, let me explain something to you, yeah? If the majority of the Premier League sides plays against the La Liga side, the majority of the Prem sides will lose, bro. At the end of the day, go and check the records that you have against us. It'll just speak for itself, innit? That's all I'm going to say.
That would be because Real Madrid and Barcelona had a monopoly over football.
No. It's not just that. Sevilla, Villarreal. If I go into that, well, 2 people in here are not going to like it. But hey.
Oh my goodness! What this is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. Sam's here, leaned back in his chair like he's king of the world, like he's not expected to win La Liga. Every year he's expected to win the league. I'm not about to be.
You didn't expect me to win the league. You said Barca were going to win the league.
I did not. No, I did not.
No, I did not. Said, yes, you did, Vader. I'm not.
By the way, Arsenal have never lost to Real Madrid.
Yeah, because you've only played against us like two. Yeah, you've only played against us like 2 times, mate. Go.
Okay, they're 2-0.
And we came to the Camp Nou, and what happened?
Do you want to play against me this time? Do you want to play against me this time?
I disrespected you. I said Camp Nou. I meant Bernabeu.
Did you? I can't even say. Do you know what? Now I definitely want to beat you out. You want to compare my son to that shithole toilet, bro? Yeah. No. I definitely want to play you now, bro. Yeah?
You know what? Let's just take one moment.
No, we're not taking one moment, Igal. You wasted 7 minutes talking about Real Madrid. We're not spending any more time on Real Madrid.
No, we're going to talk about Jude Bellingham.
Oh.
But with Jude Bellingham, we need to talk about Phil Foden. And we need to talk about
he's injured now for 2 weeks.
And we need to talk about Trent. Who's the brightest English talent at this moment in time?
It's between Jude and you're on mute,
Monty.
brother.
You're on mute.
Monty, you're on mute, brother. It's between Jude and Foden right now.
Jump out again. I can't hear you. Bro.
Yeah, it's got to jump. Yeah.
Yeah. So brightest English talent. What are you saying?
Well, it's between.
No.
The thing is,
I'm not gonna, hold on, Sam. Hold on.
Let me.
No, I got to set up Igal a second. No, I have to set up Igal for a second because every time the man just waits. He's lurking in the waters like a crocodile or like a alligator. He just waits, eyes above the water. And when Saka has a performance, that's what he wants to now. Let's have the conversation again.
No. Hold on. Let me be objective. I'm not gonna. No agendas. I'm just gonna be.
Saka has had like 7 good games in a row. What are you talking about?
I'm just gonna be objective
in a row.
Here we go again. Vader, why did you bring Saka up? Now
he brought Saka up.
Vader, let me just be objective. I'm not gonna run any agendas. I have to be fair. This is Bellingham's first season where you can say, well, apart from the Dortmund season as well, it would be disrespectful for me to start putting Phil Foden down now and start saying Jude's taken over him. He hasn't so far. He hasn't. For me, Foden's still the best, but Jude for me is the second one because you can't tell me you're taking Zizou's number. And people need to understand something as well. Coming into my club is the most difficult job you can do on the planet. This is the most difficult stuff you can do because my fan base, including me, because I'm one of them, if you don't hit the ground running, I'm on your neck. Yeah, my foot will be on your neck. This man has come in of Hussein. Stop it, bro. He's not clear of Phil Foden. Let's not do this,
dude,
bro.
Wallahi, brother. How are you doing this?
No. Foden is right now better than Jude.
You're a Real Madrid fan.
No. Listen.
No, Hussam is blinded with Liverpool hate. He can't see anything. He's Liverpool hate. That's why.
Listen. Vader, this is why I keep telling people, we cannot do this whole stuff, recent bias shit. Look at the longevity. Right now,
Sam, I'm sitting down. Listen, look at the age. I got a pen. I'm taking notes. I'm listening to the Real Madrid fan.
I've got one here as well.
I'm listening to the Real Madrid fan. You break it down.
Listen, this season, yes, Jude has been bad. 100%. I'm not even going to debate that. But overall, I'm not going to base stuff off of one season. This is why I keep telling people.
Age difference between
no. Listen, stop telling me about that. If you're good enough, you're old enough. Simple as. I don't want to hear about it.
Someone's had a head start compared to the other person. What's going on?
Just one thing. Can you pull up that comment Hussam made? The second comment.
What is going on?
No. The second one. The one above. Yeah, that one. Mate, just like you hold 5 in your own stadium. Hold that, by the way. Hold that. Hey, it is what it is, isn't it? Hey, listen, Vader. I told you, no agendas, man. This season, Jude's been bad. But overall, right now, Foden is still clear. Because right now...
Clear? Clear is a big word to use.
All right, not clear, but better. Right now, he is better. Because he's done it longer. I have to be respectful.
Yes, you can say the body of work of Foden is a lot better than Jude's because of how long Foden's been at a very successful City team. And
Foden is, for me, the best young player in England right now. In the Premier League. In the Prem,
yes. In the Prem, yes. But not... out of all the English talents, I still put Jude a level above.
Listen, if you want to do other than that top tier, I would put Jude number 2 after Foden. I don't think it's a miles difference, but for me, Foden still because he's had the longevity and he's been pivotal to Man City winning multiple trophies and titles.
How old is Jude now?
Jude's the same age as me, 20.
Jude is 20 years old.
Yeah, he's the same age as me.
Jude Bellingham's clear, bro.
You're not listening to what Sam's saying. Sam's saying this season, Jude.
Everything off of one season.
Okay, that's cool. You know what? I'm not mad at that because obviously he's gone to La Liga and he's firing. He's been ridiculous. Yeah. But what he's saying is,
even Baker agrees with me. Even he agrees with me that Jude has been better this season. But overall, Foden is right now better.
Yeah, but Foden is. Let's break it down. Yeah, last 3 years, right? Because there's a 3-year age gap. Let's be honest here. Within the last 3 years, Foden has achieved a load of things with the Man City team. He's been instrumental for a couple of Prem titles.
And been pivotal.
He has been 100%. In the Champions League, he played a massive role. I remember the game against Atletico Madrid. He was the reason, especially in the home fixture, it was literally a bank of 5-5. And Foden was like, give me the ball, I'll create the magic. And he did that. And there's no biases against that. I just think with the body of work, I think it's unfair to compare that with Jude, especially when this is Jude's first season at that elite stardom level.
Okay.
Look,
that's all I'm saying.
That's what I'm going to say, Mont. This is what I will say. If we go, because we're going to win the league, I'm not even going to say.
You're supposed to win the league. Stop it.
And then look at this guy. Hey, guess what? So do you, bro. So if you don't win it, I'm gonna have to
I accept that, Sam. I accept that.
Cool.
I think this is a good discussion. I want to know, people in the comment section, who do you think is the brighter English talent?
Again, obviously people are gonna pick Jude right now because of recency bias. Obviously people are gonna pick him, bro.
But you're saying Foden is better.
Yes, overall, right now he is still better. It's not in my.
Just give him time, is all he's saying. Just give him time.
But the thing is, if Jude continues like this, he can overtake Foden.
Yeah.
But I think Foden is better. I'm not going to disrespect
at the moment, you have to understand as well. Yeah, Bellingham is in the team, like the Real Madrid team, where he's taken up the mantelpiece to say, I'm that guy. When the game is tough and it's tight, and we need someone to grab the game by the scruff of the neck, rely on me. I'm him. Foden is still in a team where there's superstars around him that are at their peak. Foden's not at his peak. I'm
going to do a poll. I'm just going to say Jude or Foden.
Okay.
Nothing else.
Okay.
No context.
I know that hurts you. I know you want to put in Saka, but yeah. Okay.
Oh, this is what I was about to say before my audio's been a problem. Saka is nowhere near this conversation. Please. Take that boy out of this, please.
But who put Saka? But who's put Saka?
This guy here.
This guy right here.
This guy above me.
Hey, Gal, did you do that? Man.
Hey, Gal,
you guys keep disrespecting Saka.
We're not disrespecting him. We're just saying he's not there yet.
Vader, this is the issue. You see, Arsenal fans, and Igal's one of them. When their player is like, they have good players. Like me, I look at the Arsenal team and I say there are so many great players in the Arsenal team. And I'm an opposite fan. I'm a rival fan. I don't like Arsenal. I don't like their fans. But when I look at their team, I see there's something going on at that club. There's a good set of players. The problem I have is the reason why I can't give these players enough credit is because you have fans like Igal and other Arsenal fans that put them on tables that they're not meant to be in.
Take it to another level.
They overdo it. So then
Igal, can you rewrite that tweet, please? Down. I didn't say clear. I said better. I didn't say clear. That tweet, people are going mad.
You responded. Anyone who's, you want me to edit it? I'll edit it.
Yeah, because people are not going to read the content.
Anyways, but when it comes to the Saka, Odegaard, like there's a question here. How many I saw a thing going around not too long ago. How many world-class players are there at Arsenal? And my honest answer is none. There's none.
I'm not even going to say Saka.
Do you guys want to go straight into Arsenal right away?
No, we're talking about another subject.
Okay, let's go into Man United quickly.
I don't mind that because see my guy.
Look at this guy all happy today. Look at this guy.
Man, because you know me, you know when you know ball, you know how the game's gonna go. Igal, what did I say? I said this on Friday. I said it's gonna be a tight game. I said
you said you'd beat Villa.
Game. Huh?
You said you'd beat Villa.
And I said 2-1 as well. I said it's going to be a 1-goal death because I know my team. And guess what? I don't know why Luke Shaw went out. I still don't know. Generally, that is a big miss. If he's out injured, if this is an injury, oh my God, this is a catastrophic problem. Because
Can I ask you a question?
You have no left backs.
Why is it always McTominay who's saving this man's job every single time? That's the third game I've
McTominay
seen him do.
Is our version of Fellaini, what Fellaini used to do.
That's the third time I've seen this now.
Oh, he's a better right now.
That's a shout.
They had Fellaini and Mourinho had a special connection. Mourinho will bring on Fellaini to change the game and then put him in advanced areas. That's what McTominay is for us right now. Like late games, he's the guy that will win the headers. He's the guy because let's be honest, yeah, all the build-up stuff is nice, but if you're not effective in front of goal, that's a huge problem. The game against Brentford, we scored 2 90-minute goals in injury time because of long balls, and we know that McTominay is going to be on the end of it. Do you know what I'm saying? So if we talk
credit to the manager. He knows what he wants to do at that stage.
He knows this exactly. And you're going away from home in a stadium that not a lot of teams have won. You know, I think only recently they started to have hiccups, but throughout the entire season they had the longest winning streak in the league. So at home, so I think it was overall a good performance. I also want to say Onana had a very good game. People are very quick to say how bad he is when he makes a mistake, when people are so quick to jump on it. And I get it. It's banter, it's vibe.
Can you talk about McTominay rescuing you guys all the time?
It's not rescuing. It's not rescuing.
Bro, it's the definition. 1 second. The definition of rescuing a team is scoring a late goal to secure the victory.
That's not just. It's not, but you're saying all the time.
You could say save. You could say he's the hero. You could say whatever you want.
No.
The reality of the situation is Scott McTominay, week in, week out, with all the talent you have, Scott McTominay is the person who you guys are depending on to secure the victory.
No. See, this is why you need to know people and like think about this. Yeah, as a United fan, I know my squad.
Am I tripping?
No. You are,
I think he's about to school you, Igor. He's about to school you.
Hold on. You see my team? There's players in my team that I know they have to start because of the way we play and the way we build up. But then I know you need to have plan Bs and plan Cs. You need to have other options. So McTominay, I never want him to start. Because why? He can't do what we want to do fundamentally on the ball. He's a problem. He shadows. He doesn't want to receive the ball. He doesn't want to progress the ball. That's a big problem. So we can't have him to start. But one thing we do know is his biggest strength is aerially dominating the final third. So we know if the games are tight, and Villa, it's a tight ground. It's not an open, expansive pitch like the Emirates or Old Trafford. It's a tight game. They had a good home record. So ultimately, once Luke Shaw came off at half-time and Lindelof went on that side, all of Villa's joy came from that right-hand side of theirs and our left. So it was a clear thing that they was going for in the second half. And late in the game, we know we can look at our bench and say, oh, Scott's there. Scott, we can rely. That's a weapon. You know, when other teams have other ways of scoring, you don't look at it as, oh, they've saved the day. You look at they've got options on the bench.
It's kind of like how Ten Hag used to use Garnacho that way.
Exactly,
Garnacho used to come on late.
Exactly. And then it got to a point where he understood the football and is now able to be effective from minute one.
Listen to this comment. Someone said Egal seems frustrated. United.
Of course.
Oh, 100%. Of course. He's an Arsenal fan.
Of course.
I'm not surprised.
No, but why would I be frustrated? I'll tell you who I was frustrated seeing win. Tottenham. Because they
Hello to you too, Gal. Good
welcome.
evening to you too.
Welcome.
Big up to Jay.
Let me ask you guys a question. Bader, what do you think of the United game before we? Because we're gonna let Monty finish off with his final.
I got some thoughts on the United game.
Hold on.
We don't want to spend too much time on the United game because there's a lot of games we need to get through.
Hold on. Why is this always a segment we want to quickly move on? Let's relax. Tranquila, please. Let's remain calm on the ball.
Man said tranquila.
No, because, bro, we have a lot of topics to cover. One second.
There's a lot.
We have a lot of topics to cover, and we don't want to clash too much with the AFCON, or else it's going to turn into an AFCON watch-along.
Sure.
Don't worry.
All right, I won't take. I'm gonna say this because it's obviously, as much as Ten Hag has his haters and has his critics, you can't hate on the man to know what he can or can't do with his club. And I think that's what we're seeing. He's knowing who he can trust, not trust. He's got to make adjustments. Martinez wasn't able to play, so even his back line, he's making adjustments, right? So when he gets results against Aston Villa, and I get it, Aston Villa, they're kind of going this way. But again, you can see, I hate to say it because it's been too in fashion to say, but you can see patterns of play, or at least a pattern to what he wants to do with the club. So I believe I said United were going to win as well, because I think Ten Hag's figured out what he can or cannot do. Am I praising them and saying United are back or they're going to be doing? No, I'm not going to do anything wild like that. But to know what he can do with the players that he has, you got to give it up to that manager. And this is also why I say he needs another year. He needs another year to know who will not play for the badge and who are just not able to play his style.
To be fair, he has ownership now. He has people above him that actually knows what to do in football.
Exactly. Like there's actually infrastructure coming into
place. Do you know what it is with Ten Hag? I'm gonna say this right now. I don't think he's a bad coach. Do you know what my issue is? I just think that just like Klopp, his talent ID stinks. So that means he needs people up top that can give him the place that he needs. That's just how it works in it, but.
Jay, would you like to give me some of your insight on the lovely game?
Jay's
always listen, I'll be really brief on this. I watched the United game and I thought United started well. First 20 minutes looked good. After that, I did feel that Villa took over. Jacob Ramsey, he's my guy, but he seemed on a self-sabotage mission for Aston Villa today because some of that finishing was just atrocious. Some of the other finishing, literally hitting Onana from point blank. And with this kind of performance and game, this is back for me. I think there's an issue with United. I think over the course of the 90 minutes, they were outplayed. I thought Villa were the better side over 90 minutes. If you actually take into account the whole game, I think United did well to win the game. And in these games when you're not a great team and you're still trying to find out who you are this season, there's a certain level of margins. And today the margins went for United. Sometimes the margins go against you. I wouldn't say I think a draw was a fair result and you nicked it. So take the points and run. You know, I think Villa shaded the game. I think Villa were slightly the better side. But then you have game state. So United were in front for a majority of the time. So you then have Villa having to try and force a goal and United play on the counter, which then might affect the way the game looks. So great result for United. They'll take the points and run. Another home defeat for Aston Villa. I don't really know where they go from here. So, yeah.
I've been hearing some Villa fans saying Unai Emery out.
No way.
Huh?
Crazy.
Yeah. You know how there are some silly people like that.
London fans are wild, man.
I don't think he's ever going to get to that level. But at this moment in time, I'm starting to see Villa starting to slip. And Unai Emery, he's going to prioritize the cup competitions over, and when I say cup, I mean the Conference League over the league. If he can secure Europa League football or and win the trophy, he'd rather do that than finish fifth and sacrifice every other trophy. A trophy would be more valuable to this Villa team right now.
Well, what's he really sacrificing? It's fifth or sixth place, right? The next up is United. I don't think Newcastle are going to close the gap on these guys. So
Newcastle don't look
they're out of the pitch. I'm saying
they won their game. Big up Newcastle. They won their game, but let's be honest, Newcastle they just got too many points early in the season.
It's a long shot.
Yeah.
With Aston Villa as well, you need to remember, like, okay, yes, there may be a possibility that the top 5 is a thing instead of the top 4, that 5th place being Champions League football. But if I'll be honest, Villa had an amazing start to the season, but it was going to get to a point where things start to get a lot more difficult. Teams will figure them out and realize that at home, there's a certain way to play against them, right? And then you have the likes of Spurs and United, where in the back end of seasons, when there's places up for grabs, both teams are better equipped in dealing with the situation than a team like Aston Villa, where this is the first time in a predicament like this, especially under Unai Emery. So, again, if you said to a Villa fan, start the season, you're going to win the Conference League and end the season 5th or 6th, they would have bit your hand off.
Yo, Jay,
the thing is, Mons, and let me just add something to this, because I'm not a hypocrite. I like to think most people will see the things I say and say I'm not a hypocrite. When Leicester, a couple of seasons ago, when Rodgers fell off, there was no context for how Leicester fell off. There was no context of Fofana being injured. It was Leicester bottled it. Leicester were in the Champions League places all season. Leicester bottled it. Now, I never said Leicester bottled it because I know what narrative would happen every time a team is in a certain position and they fail to finish in that position. You will then open the narrative to say that team bottled it. Do you see what I mean?
But you do realize injuries are part of the game.
Absolutely, but that's why I didn't say Leicester bottled it. That's why I just said they fell to their
did, didn't they?
natural position.
Well, they did because they had it in their hands. Well, they did because they had it in their hands and they threw it away. So
No,
they
but
They literally had to. All they needed was to get a result.
So they did both.
No, because the thing is if you're Leicester and you have a season-ending injury to Ricardo Pereira, that's a big difference from being Man City and losing Kyle Walker, for example. So you have less resources and the impact.
So buy better backups then.
I think that's a big
thing. But the whole point is, listen, not everybody is Real Madrid. Not everybody. Not everyone is.
Listen, stop.
Before we get Sam wound up, one second. Before we get Sam,
have you seen the money? Have you seen the money the Premier League sides make?
What's the point you're making?
Guys.
The point is, look at the money you man make. You cannot just You cannot just tell me when the money you guys make, the Premier League clubs overall make, and tell me you cannot buy better backups. Come on,
right? So, are you a black and white guy or a shades of grey? I'm a shades of grey guy. So
I'm a black and white guy. It's as simple as that, bro. Yeah.
Well, if nobody put,
there you go.
If nobody put Leicester in the top 4 before the season started, I feel it very reticent to beat them with a stick for not making top 4 when the season ends.
Not when they have it in their hands and they throw it away. It's completely different stuff. Nobody expected Arsenal to be in the title race last season.
Guys.
Doesn't mean that they didn't.
Let's dead it. Let's finish it up like this. Monty. What are you saying? You finishing in the top 4? Or you think you're at least minimum 5th?
Yeah, no, I don't think we'll be worse off than 5th. I think 4th or 5th, one of the two. I think it'll get to a point where Villa will win Conference League. I think West Ham Liverpool win the Europa League. I think all the other, like City and Arsenal, will do well in the Champions League. And I think 5th place will open up. And I think we'll probably get that.
How does the 5th place open up? Is it if Liverpool wins the Europa League?
Coefficients for the season. So if Villa and do well in the Conference League, if Liverpool and West Ham do well in the Europa League, and Brighton do well in the Europa League, if Arsenal and City do well in the Champions League, all their points, it's like a point system. It gets added up, and the top 2 countries with the best coefficients, they get 5th place. So if let's say right now, Spain, like in La Liga, it will be 5th place if Real Madrid win the Champions League, if the Spanish team win, like stuff like that. So then that's why I think we got better English teams in the other European competitions. Maybe the Champions League.
I've said it before. I think me and Vader will face each other at Wembley. So
I think I could go to Wembley too. So. Just
are you planning a day trip?
I could end up at Wembley. You never know. Listen, I end up at Wembley, I'm winning it. Wembley's my second home.
If I end up at Wembley, I'm winning it because I don't lose Champions League finals, man. You should know that.
No, but you never been to Wembley, man.
I like it. Wembley's my second home.
8 finals on the spin.
Somebody should clip this. Somebody should clip this.
Don't worry. We've got the timestamp.
No, don't clip this. No, guys.
Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Next topic we need to discuss is Erling Haaland's back since November 5th. He hasn't scored a goal in the Premier League.
He's so fake. Like
since November 5th, he hasn't scored in the Premier League. He scored 2 goals and he's back on top of the goal charts. Talk to me, Vader. What's going on with your team?
Man, I got to talk about the cyborg, and I love talking about him. Right? You guys misrepresented him saying he was a robot. No. There's organic parts within this guy. He's human, but the way he scores, it is mad robotic. It's almost unreal. All right. He's been out. He's been hurt. And everyone kind of questioned whether that would have been his case last season. It was managed differently. World Cup helped us. But him being out for a month plus and still being top of the goal scoring list is absolutely insane. And again, I think you said it on the intro. The man could have had a hat trick. He should have had a hat trick. I think KDB kind of saw glory and, tried to chip the ball and get that goal. But had he squared it, Haaland 3. Easy. And that would have been 2 games, Foden getting a hat trick, and now Haaland. I think the player, and this, you guys, not you, I'm not even going to address this to you, but maybe some of them in the comments, some of the people that have talked to you about ball before, trying to say that Haaland makes City worse or Haaland isn't good for the game. No. We know these comments have happened. I'm not going to call anyone out specifically, but they're like, Haaland's addition to City, it doesn't quite gel. It's not. Pep doesn't like strikers. All the kind of nonsense, lazy agendas, narratives.
But last year it did take you a while to get used to playing with.
It did take us a while, but it was never a detriment because when you have a player, sorry Sam, 1 second. When you have a player like Haaland that demands both center backs' attention And in some cases, teams are forcing to play a back five against him. So now 3 center backs got to pay attention. Someone frees up. And we know Pep, the mad genius, the evil scientist, whatever you want to call him. When he sees that the number games are now going to be in my favor, let me get creative and let me get other people to score. We saw how Gundogan was ghosting into goals and getting things happen, largely because of the attention that Haaland got. Now, is he going to break the record again this season? I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's going to be difficult to do. But is he going to be key to us going on to get the... Yes. He's going to be.
Hey, put them fingers down.
My bad. Let me put those away. But is he going to be key for those? 100%. And I'm glad that he's back. Miguel, I said this: a healthy squad. I back my team to win anything. Sam already said it. He's envisioning it's going to be City and Real Madrid at Wembley.
Yeah. Okay. And by then, my full squad will be back too. So 2 full squads against each other. Oh, bring it on, man.
Let's see where it goes.
My question to everyone is: I think this is a good question. Can anybody in the Premier League beat Erling Haaland to the Golden Boot?
No. Salah.
No.
Hey, bro, he's behind. He's 1 goal behind him, bro.
You said Salah.
He's 1 goal behind him, Mayor.
He's 1 goal because Haaland hasn't been playing. It's only recently.
He's not been playing. He's been away and he's been injured.
It's only recent. It's only recent that Salah has been playing.
And when was Haaland injured? When was Haaland
From
injured?
time.
Haaland is fake. Haaland is fake. He's not real. How can he be gone for so long? For so long. He got all his goals from August to like September, October, disappeared, and then said, "Yeah, fuck it, I'm coming back February," and he's still top goal scorer. He's jarring.
He scores in bunches. Bro,
bunches. You know when it comes to actual finishing.
I don't think Salah will overtake him. I just said that if anyone can overtake him, it's Salah.
How many times do you see Kevin De Bruyne or players in the City team pass up Erling Haaland for goals?
I see it almost every game.
We see it often, not so much KDB, because again, we also have to remember KDB is getting back.
He did it at the end of the game.
No, he did it at the end of the game, yeah. But typically, because again, KDB released that pass that got Haaland that goal to begin with, right?
Where he brushed off Brandthwaite.
Braithwaite. You see, not everyone's built like Saliba.
Oh,
please.
Okay, so you know what's funny? Yeah? You know what's funny? When I was younger, when I was a child, I used to watch football from the prism of comparison, and then I freed myself from those chains. And I stopped making myself the main character in things. And I just remember to enjoy things.
I'm going to say it.
You should try it sometime.
Okay.
We are going to place
Let me try that. One second. Let me try that.
Do you see what you're doing?
One second. We're not doing this.
Yeah. So we're on a time limit. Come on, guys.
Bring it back for a second, okay? Big up African Cat in the house. He's saying that is why I don't like City fans. Haaland doesn't not score all the time.
No one scores all the time.
No one can score all the time. That's true.
I didn't say Haaland scores all the time, but the guy scores in bunches.
To be fair, he didn't.
Let's talk about some concerns. 78. You guys know I love talking about concerns. There's 2 players that I want to talk about specifically off the back of that game. Julian Alvarez, who has not looked that convincing since like a couple months ago. He's looked very off form. And
he just scored a brace on his birthday. He scored a brace on his birthday last week.
Maybe I forgot about that. Amnesia and
clearly.
Yeah. And then second of all, I was gonna talk about what was the FA Cup?
Okay.
When did he score?
No, just what was our last game?
He scored a brace. How you forgetting this?
He scored a brace. We just played.
You know what's happened? Miguel's brain's bad. He had an agenda. He was gonna run something, and then his brain.
No. I'm saying he didn't look good in that game. No. I'm not talking about him having bad form in a long time.
No, the Brentford game, which was a key game for us because they're a bogey team. He showed up. He played well, right? And even before that, he's been so important to us. I know you want to kind of crash it on him because he's not blistering the top.
No, because we had a conversation the other week. We were talking about Alvarez as like a top 5 striker, and I just don't see that.
The streets.
So I'll say this. Sorry, Jay, real quick. I believe he is a top 5 striker, but obviously he's not in that striker position consistently for us. Recently, he's been dropped, shoehorned, forced in, however you want to say it, to play in that 10 role. And again, Pep chose to play Alvarez more centrally and put Foden on the wing. So there's a lot that's happening out here. But Alvarez as a talent, the man is a young man, by the way, is talented. Him and Haaland came in at the same time. And obviously because of Haaland, who we just finished talking about, you're not going to displace Haaland. He's just too nasty that way. But
there's no concerns at Man City. Like, you got people enlightenment here talking about Eagle. There's no concerns at Man City. Everyone here is telling me there's no concerns.
Right, but can I just say, because obviously I've been very quiet, more quiet than I would like to be. You know what I mean? But I appreciate it's not my section. But the streets are saying, and by streets I mean me and no new thing, are saying that basically Julian Alvarez without his ball striking, it's a bit like Bruce Wayne without his money. Yeah, Bruce Wayne without his money, Julian Alvarez without his ball striking is Neil Maupay in a wig. That's what the streets are saying. That's not me.
What?
That's what people are saying. That's what they're saying. They're saying if you take Alvarez's ball striking away from him, is he not Neil Maupay?
Yeah, guess what, mate? If you take away a football player's legs, he's not a footballer anymore.
That's
if you
fine.
take away Haaland's goals,
that's fine. But tell me in the listeners, tell me you don't see that. Tell me if you took away Alvarez's ball striking ability,
that's crazy though.
Between him and Neil Maupay.
That's crazy though, because he developed his ball striking skill set. Like, why are we taking that away from him as a player?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. That's what the streets are saying. And I've got
Can I quote you on this?
The streets.
Oh, he's already quoted. Yeah, he's already
in the comment section. Let me know. Am I wilding or am I making point?
No,
he's like his pressing is elite. So is Neil Maupay.
So let me just make this clear. Take away Julian Alvarez's ball striking ability.
Yeah. What's the difference between him and Neil Maupay?
I think Alvarez also shows more versatility in terms of how he can play, because he can play off striker, he can actually play the 10, which Pep is forcing him to do, and obviously it's not his best thing to do. And on top of that, I don't think if you have one as a sole striker, even if you take away his ball striking ability, that man is as good as Alvarez.
Fair enough.
If we're going to do that.
Fair enough.
Crazy. Oh, Igal, is there a section where we're going to talk about Harry Kane?
Yes. Listen, you want to bring that up now?
Whatever, because we're talking about strikers and ball striking and.
We need to touch on that.
Yeah, we're literally about to get to that. I'm just this whole Neil Maupay thing.
Everyone in Twitter is cooking me over this Foden Bellingham stuff. Everyone's cooking me.
Listen.
Everyone's cooking me for that now.
You see when you have Harry, what do they call him in Spurs? Harry Jebediah Kane.
Yeah, Harry Potter. You know, that's why
Harry Bumper Kane. You know, like Kane is their guy. For the entire time, we thought, he needs to go somewhere else. Be that, go into a big team. He'll relish. He'll bring silverware. It's just because he's at Spurs, he can't win things. Okay. Had a Champions League final, didn't do nothing. But again, I'm not saying nothing. That's just
to be fair, he wasn't even fit. He should have never been on that pitch.
Yeah, he shouldn't have played. It should have been Son. Son is more clutch.
No, again, Son was playing.
That's
Lucas
another
Moura.
conversation for another day.
I was having. Now Kane doesn't play for Tottenham anymore. You can get a more honest appraisal from me. Like,
go ahead.
I've said for a little while, Kane's not a killer. Yeah, he's not a killer.
And when you take away his ball striking, what is it?
If you take away his ball striking ability, if you take away Kane's ball striking ability, he's Chris Wood. Have
you seen the passing he makes?
I'm nothing if not fair. I'm nothing if not fair.
I don't know if Chris Wood can pass the ball that good.
He can. That's part of the ball striking to an extent.
Anyways, carry on.
Just really briefly on the Kane thing is he's not a killer, and I don't mean that. And what I mean from that is you can learn to be a killer. Benzema wasn't a killer and then became a killer. Yeah, and he's the best example I can give of somebody who wasn't a killer but then became. When you look at Kane, he's the sort of player that, and the best way for me to describe it is, he accepts the situation. Whatever the situation is, he accepts it. He doesn't change the situation.
Right.
He's not the one who will change it. If you're going to win that game, he will contribute you to winning. If you are going to lose that game, he will not stop that game from being a loss. Yeah? He might still bag in that game. He's an excellent striker, but when Vardy in that season, Leicester beat us to the title, when we were playing against Aguero, these guys were killers. They were killing teams. They were scoring the first goal all the time. They were consistently getting winners. That is a Kane thing where I've seen him.
Are you defining killer as clutch?
Yeah, clutch.
Not even because clutch is something where someone can then turn to me and say, "Well, he scores in London derbies, or he scores against City." There's a difference between for me being clutch and being a killer. Yeah.
How about this? Harry Kane is not a big game player.
I'm not. But the thing
this
is,
is
again,
what I would say. I would say. Let me land.
My point is, I'm not gonna co-sign that because
but I'm gonna tell you my point, and then you agree with me or disagree.
But Jay, think of the production. Think of the production. Let Igal go, and then
my point is, Harry Kane is not a big game player. Heung-min Son was a big game player for you guys to get you guys a Champions League. Freaking Lucas Moura was a big game player to get you guys to that final. You know what I mean? You guys have players that have gotten you to big games, and then you have players who are part of those games but are not actually the big game players themselves.
I think
Harry Kane in himself is not a big game player. He's shown it with
England. He doesn't have that dog.
Big games.
Come on.
Let me get my point across. Let me show you.
But just because he's saying he's not a big game player, I just reject that point.
Let me explain. For England in big games, his decision making. He has lapses in concentration, and he just does things that are uncharacteristic. For Tottenham in big games, it's almost like he overthinks it. Things that he would just do simply in games that are like where he's winning 3 or 4-0, he would just strike the ball simply. He overthinks it. So it's the processing of thinking and everything else.
I will say this though. If he joined my club instead of Bayern Munich, I do believe he would have won stuff still. I do. Do you know what it is? No, but the thing is, do you know what it is? Because hold on. 1 second. How about that? 1 second. 1 second. Calm down.
And he's
1
gone
second.
to the Bundesliga, a league that Bayern have won for the last decade. They have won every single title.
He scored 25 goals. He scored 25 goals.
They've had Tel up front. They've had the icons like Muller.
Yeah, but again, hold on. Let me explain. Let me explain something. Number one.
Of course, the former Arsenal player.
This is somewhere I will look at it from this.
Do we have time for this, Igal?
Can you look?
Hey, we don't have too much time for this. We're gonna have to keep it moving.
No, but this is my point.
We can't really spend too much time on Harry Kane.
But when they buy players like Eric Dyer and so forth, well, I don't expect
you know what? Can we get to the Tuchel getting dunked on? That might make more sense.
Yeah, but that also relates. That game, right? The fact that Bayern are potentially conceding the title to Bayern Leverkusen, bro, this is unheard of. Like they made their big money signing. They got their number 9 from Tottenham. They got one of for me, regardless of whether he's a dog or not, he's still one of the best strikers in the world. That's undisputed.
And can I just say just one thing on Neil Maupay, by the way, because I see Igal has just tweeted it. Can I just be clear on one thing? Is Neil Maupay not the striker in the last year and a half, 2 years when you've been like, fucking hell, Maupay, how have you missed that? How have you missed that? How many chances does Maupay get? And you're like, how have you missed that? So I'm just almost saying that if you gave Maupay Alvarez's ball striking ability and he still had all the rest of his skill set, is this guy not getting 20 goals plus a season? Exactly, but carry on.
Uncomfortable conversations. We'll have that another day.
It is.
Right now,
Tuchel's all right, but I think one quickly, Alonso is just doing very, very well.
Oh yeah,
imagine Alonso going invincible.
Hey, did you see the way he was so composed when everyone's jumping on each other, everyone's going, Frimpong is going crazy, and he's just there like, come on guys, hurry up, like,
chill. Yeah.
Like, I said this for me when I saw that. That's when I said, yeah, I'm hooked. Hey, I'm a fan now. He's got me, because when I see things like that, it just shows that you have the mentality. Whoa, where's the host gone? Is he disappeared? Where's he off to?
What the hell?
What's going on? guys, it looks like I'm hosting the show, guys. Welcome to Igal Talk Sports.
No, you guys gotta chill with all that. Chill with all that. I haven't gone anywhere. Listen, long story short, I think Arteta's the new gold standard when it comes to coaching. Because anytime there's a new coach like Xabi Alonso, Xabi from Barcelona,
you see Arteta's the new standard.
Yeah, because everyone compares their managers.
Was you talking about Arsenal in any of in the last 20, 30 minutes? Have you mentioned Arsenal?
No. This is a good segue because I don't know if you guys seen this. I seen Xabi and Arteta being compared by SDS podcast, and I kind of find it at this point it doesn't matter what you do, they're gonna just compare everyone to Arteta.
Wait, Xabi or Xabi?
Come on,
Xabi. Xabi Alonso.
Yeah.
Well, who's?
No, I know he's.
No, one second. Who's being wronged in the comparison?
Arteta.
Why?
Because he's been managing for a longer time and he's shown a longer body of work.
So he's been managing for a longer time and Alonso's taken less time with inferior players to get his message across. So why would I give Arteta more praise than Alonso?
Because he's doing it in the Bundesliga.
But he's still beating Bayern Munich. If he becomes the first manager to stop Bayern Munich winning the league for 11 years, he's currently doing Invincibles. I know how much you like Invincibles, Igal. And you're going to tell me that you think what Arteta's doing is more impressive when you've got Alonso out here playing people like Nathan Teller up front.
And let's not forget,
I'm not saying it's more impressive. I'm just merely saying
you were saying it was more impressive a second ago.
I'm merely saying Arteta, Xabi, this conversation. Arteta is always compared to everybody.
No. Igal, let me be clear about something. Let me be clear about something, Igal. And I want you guys just let me land on this. Alonso has always been the cooler friend. Yeah, let's be honest. These two guys were friends. Yeah, Alonso was the one who played for Real Madrid and Bayern Munich. And Arteta was the one who played for Rangers and Everton.
La décima,
there's no levels. Alonso was the guy who won everything in football. Arteta was the one that retired at Arsenal. Yeah, there's levels between these two people. There's been levels.
Jay, he's the future Real Madrid manager. He's the future Madrid manager. Come on, Xabi, man.
Let me land this. So I'm trying to say, at all points in these guys' lives, I bet Alonso even took Arteta's girlfriend when they were younger. That's the levels between these two guys, and that's the point I'm trying to make. Bro. At every point in life, Alonso has done better than Arteta. So why are you gonna think that suddenly, when it comes to managerial stuff, that Arteta's gonna suddenly overtake?
It's not even just that. Xavi has won a league title, won La Liga with Barcelona.
Xabi, not Xabi. Xabi, not Xabi.
No, hold on.
Xabi, not. I have no Xabi prop. I don't rate that bomb.
No. You don't need to. Hold on. Let me. No,
wait. Who's the bomb? Who's the bomb?
You have Arteta, Xabi Alonso, and Xavi. One is about to win the league title with Leverkusen and break the Bayern monopoly.
Yeah.
One has already won La Liga, and one didn't win the league last year when they should have. And somehow it's been wronged in
the Exactly. Great point, man.
One second. Barcelona winning the league over Real Madrid is much easier than Arsenal trying to win over City.
Are you high? Come on, man. Look at the Barcelona team, and you're trying to tell me.
Bro, Real Madrid last year had an off year.
I'm not having that. Please.
City literally won the treble last year. Come on, Vader.
You were 8 points in front and bowled it to West Ham and fucking Southampton, who are bottom of the table. Bro. Stop.
If we're doing a start-sub,
I can have some shit. I'm begging.
There's only one.
You know what, guys? Guys, this is not going nowhere. Let's just keep
it. Because you don't like the agenda that's being run here, and it's not even an agenda. It's just facts. One has won a league title.
It's clearly an agenda
title this year, and the other one hasn't. And
one second, let's hear what Vader has to say on this, because I feel like everyone's gotten their minute to speak on this.
The thing is. Those two, one's actually accomplished something. One's actually won the league. One's on the verge of doing it, two are on the potential verge of doing it in Arteta and Xabi. So the conversation's kind of like it's premature, and that tends to happen too often, where everyone gets so amped up about it, and nothing can really be determined. Honestly, there's one manager that's being sought after. You hear Liverpool fans, all of them coming off mute saying they want Xabi next. I don't know, Igal, you'd have to tell me, what's the energy like? Who's trying to get Arteta? What are the rumors? What are the whispers?
Arteta's not going nowhere.
No, but who wants him, or who's kind of like sniffing
Barcelona
around?
And PSG.
Barcelona, PSG. Okay, we'll have to wait until the end of the season to have the proper combo.
I beg that Barca gets Arteta. I beg that they one day do. So they're not going to do, because then they will truly be finished. Truly.
Yeah, like, by the way, no one say Arteta's not a top manager, but I'm just saying, I'm just saying, Xabi Alonso is like, I'm not being like, I'm mindful. Just says these men are salty. No, you're talking about the future.
If he wins the league, he's better than both Xabi and Arteta. He's better than both if he wins it.
All I'm saying is, if Xabi Alonso and Arteta's roles were switched, you guys wouldn't rate Xabi if he was at Arsenal.
What are you talking about?
If what?
Oh my God!
I think if Arteta was doing what he was doing at another club, you guys would rate him higher.
I think you need to take into account what Alonso has done, and
if Arteta would win stuff, then yeah, of course. But
it's the time frame, Miguel. What like Alonso's been in charge for just over a year, and he's taken a team from the bottom of the league to the best team in the league in 1 year. That is more impressive than what Arteta's done. No matter how you slice it up, he took less time, less money, and he's implemented his style of play.
It can be more impressive, but it doesn't necessarily mean he's the better manager.
I didn't say it means he's a better manager. I'm just saying that, like, in terms of the comparison, and I go back to my comparison of Alonso being better than Arteta all through their lives and career. Yeah, it would take quite the departure from the trends that these two have had in their lives for Arteta to suddenly become a better manager than Alonso, seeing as Alonso's been better than him their whole lives.
Guys, AFCON's about to kick off the AFCON final. We need to give our predictions quickly. Nigeria, Ivory Coast. This is a big game. This right here is Nigeria winning would mean Victor Osimhen puts himself up there with the African greats. Ivory Coast wins. This is because he's won a Ballon d'Or and now an AFCON in the same year. And then when it comes
who's won a
Golden Boot?
The African Ballon d'Or. He won the African Ballon d'Or.
Did he?
Yeah.
But African player
he won Player of the Year. African Player of the Year.
African Player of the Year. Yeah. So then you got Mo Salah lost. Then you got Ivory Coast, who they were on the brink of elimination twice. They sacked their manager. They sacked their manager after they got through the group stages. They were down to 10 men. And in the 90th and the 120th minute, scored 2 goals to win the game.
I've never seen a mid-manager bounce in the middle of a tournament. I've never seen
Never in my life have I ever heard of that.
That's why AFCON's the best.
AFCON has been the most entertaining tournament I've watched in a while. The World Cup was entertaining, but it was entertaining because of the storylines. Have you ever seen a tournament? Have you ever seen a tournament where the whole semi-finalists from the year prior none of them are there?
Oh, fresh trim Serge Aurier. Let's go. And yes, I think the World Cup was better than AFCON but AFCON's been excellent.
The officiating in AFCON's also been immaculate. It's something that the Prem can learn from. I got to bounce, but I'll give my prediction.
They were a laughing joke last year. With the guy ending the game 5 minutes early.
Incident with the referee blowing prematurely the game.
Let's
go
predictions, guys. What we saying?
Yeah, I'm gonna do this, and I gotta bounce. So, full transparency. I'm married Nigerian, so I'm going for Nigeria 2-1. All right, we got to get that win. I got to be able to talk confidently with my in-laws and stuff. So that's gonna be a huge game. I'm gonna drop and watch it. Igal, fantastic show. Thanks for having me on, my guy. And I'll catch you next show.
Do you have anything to say on Arsenal before you go?
I will say this. Arsenal, again, showed the momentum of winning versus Liverpool because it was dominant. It was a dominant performance against Liverpool, and it's carried on. I think even the effects of Liverpool, because that game that they won was kind of squeaky. It wasn't even convincing. I think we've now seen one team take the baton and said, we're up, and another team get pushed aside. I think Klopp is leaving at the right time before Arteta can firmly say, I'm better than you in this league. But yeah, I'm a drop.
I don't know, bro. What are you saying, Sam?
You're muted.
Sorry. You've got two super chats, by the way.
We got a super chat. Man said Arteta
You've got two.
is in his fourth season, spending much more money, does not have to expect to bottle the title in horrific circumstances. Xavi's in his first season, by the way. Xavi's not in his first season, it's his second season. Anyways. Big up, Ryan. Continue.
What was your question again, sorry?
We're talking about AFCON.
I think Ivory Coast will win 2-1.
Within 90 minutes or extra time?
Ooh. That support looks mad for Ivory Coast.
Extra time. For me, I don't support anyone. It's just whoever there is the best team, may they go and win it for me. I'm a complete neutral in this. I've been in this the whole tournament. But listen, man, good luck to both of them, man. Whoever that wins the tournament, congratulations. Simple as.
Fair. What you saying? What do you call it, Monty?
Listen, man, what can I say? I've got a lot of friends from Niger, got a lot of friends. Obviously, they've gifted me a lot of shirts over the years.
What is that accent?
Hey, man, it's the American accent. It's the American. It's the shittest accent in the world. I know. Anyways, in all seriousness, yeah. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. I don't think there'll be a lot of goals, but I do think Nigeria win it 2-1. I think they might concede first, but I think they will come back. I think that's definitely one thing, But I think 2-1.
2-1. All right. Power hour. We got to do this quickly because we've already got. We're gonna save Tottenham and Arsenal because I feel like that's a big conversation. Liverpool, Burnley. That was It's a quick conversation. They beat Burnley. Burnley should have got more from the game. At the end, they had no energy left in the tank. Liverpool won convincingly 3-1 at the end. Anyone really surprised? No surprise. Liverpool stayed top of the league. Liverpool could have dropped points in this game, but Burnley were toothless. And
no. We said this on Friday. Like, for me, this is a Liverpool win, regardless of whatever storyline could be written. Like, it was Liverpool win. I don't think they'll drop points following the week that they had with Arsenal or the game that had prior. So it was always going to be a win. Nothing else. Really.
What you saying, Jay? Any talking points on this game before we move on to your game?
I think so. Basically, I'm actually watching it out the corner of my eye. So I think Nigeria have done well. I think they've been more impressive in the tournament than Ivory Coast. I think
you didn't get a chance to speak on this.
On what?
Sorry.
Sorry. Yeah. So I know we've moved on, but yeah, I'm just gonna go with 2-1 Nigeria. And anyway, back to Liverpool, Burnley. Liverpool were not lucky, but a bit lucky. I can actually say they were a bit lucky, actually. At 1-1 and then at 2-1, Burnley just can't score. Trafford's terrible. I don't know why. I think actually it's funny because it tells with Trafford, I can tell that's where you have the of a manager, the stubbornness of a manager, because he's bought Trafford. It's not worked. It's not working. He's conceding a lot of goals. He doesn't seem up to the level. At what point do you drop him? He's still playing him. He's conceding goals every week. You remember a few weeks ago against Luton, he was very soft in that collision, cost them the win. He's making Liverpool, good win for them. I don't think they look that convincing, but Trent got an injury too, maybe. So we'll see how that turns out.
No, he has got an injury.
That's what I'm saying. He's got an injury, so we'll see how that turns out. But other than that, I'm looking at it from the point of view of saying they did what they needed to do, got over the line. They'll move on and try and keep momentum. But yeah, decent win for them, and their title charge goes on, I guess.
There you go. Next, we got to talk about Tottenham. Or wait, did you have anything to say on Liverpool, Sam?
That Burnley are a bunch of bodgers and they couldn't finish their chances, because if they could, this would have been a completely different story. But that's for fun, okay? All my days, bro. That's all I have to say.
Fair enough. Let's go into Tottenham now. Tottenham get a late minute winner, and I went out there triggering some Tottenham with a lucky win, but you guys fully deserved it at the end. You guys kept going, didn't give up. You guys got a lot of your players back, and this could be what spurs you on to have a good end to the season.
They deserved it, bro. Yeah, Brighton was cooking them.
Brighton outside of the penalty couldn't finish the game.
Hey, you were soft, bro.
Okay, let's be clear here, right?
Let's call a spade, man.
You call a spade a spade. Like, you be fair. So in that game, Brighton got a penalty. Yeah. So
I've been the whole night, bro.
So in that game, Brighton had a penalty. They had a fatty chance, and that's
Mitoma.
Mitoma had one shot. Yeah, so they had three chances.
Yeah, they should have squared to Welbeck, and he would have had a tap.
So they had three chances, really.
And then the second half,
three chances across the whole game. They didn't really create much.
No. The second one, in the second half, the ball that came in inside the box.
Fatty had the chance.
Was that Fatty who shot?
It was Fatty who shot across the goal. So that was Fatty's chance. Mitoma on the break and the penalty. Those are the three main chances that they had.
Now, for me, they should have got a point.
Yeah, but we had Kulusevski one-on-one, Richarlison one-on-one, Maddison really close, and then we had a number of like other half chances, opportunities, good saves by Jason Seals. So I think Brighton played well enough to have got a point. I understand the point of view you're coming across. I think they played well enough to get a point, but I don't think based off the whole 90 minutes that Spurs were. It was dramatically unfair that Spurs won. It
was. I'll be honest, it was annoying, but you deserved the win. Ultimately,
yeah, exactly. As in, like, people will be like, I
felt like in the moment I was saying lucky win, but when I look back at it, it wasn't.
It was lucky. It was lucky in the context of how it came about, but based on the 90 minutes, we probably did enough, edged it across the 90.
Yeah, it's true.
Do you have any standouts you want to talk about performances?
So for me, the main thing was Romero was really good. And
Van de Ven made a mistake.
Pardon?
Van de Ven made the mistake, of course.
The thing is young players make mistakes. I'm not. You'll notice with me, I try and be quite balanced. You'll never hear me overrating our players, but you'll also never hear me throwing them under the bus for small mistakes. I'm just like, work in progress, lots to improve. You can see the levels today with Arsenal and City that you need to aspire to as a team. So just lots of hard work for the players. And the players just need to keep winning. We've got 2 more home games. Now we've got Wolves at home. And then I think it's I forget who the next one is, but we've got our next 2 home games.
Oh, I'm worried about my upcoming fixtures. Obviously we've got Luton away.
We've got Crystal Palace, sorry. So we got Wolves and Crystal Palace. So I'd expect 6 points from the next 2 games. You know what I mean?
And they're both at home. 2 weeks, this is a long day for us. It is a hard day for us. We got City in 2 weeks. I'm stressed.
Nah, you're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay.
Nah, man, I don't know. City in 2 weeks. I don't know. I'm not worried. I'm not feeling good about that game, man, because we got no Leach probably. We don't know what Shaw's substitution was about. I don't know if it's injury or whatnot. I haven't heard anything yet. But I don't know, man. Oh, it's not looking good. It's not. We've got Luton away.
I think C will win this league. I think they will win the league. Yeah. If Liverpool beats them at Anfield, I think Liverpool will win it.
I think Tottenham get top 4 though. I don't think that's in question.
Yeah.
If Tottenham, Jay, if your boys don't get top 4, there's going to be a massive drop off somewhere, and I don't know where.
For me, the thing is that like I'm more like I'd be disappointed if we don't get top 4 because we almost have no excuses now. Fully fit squad, lots of players available. I expect even in the worst case scenarios, if you remember earlier in the season, like against Sheffield United or against we're always capable of scoring late. So I'm with a stronger squad now. I think there's players in the squad as well who are fighting for their position for next season. You got the players like Werner and Skip and certain players like that. They're fighting to try and be in the squad for next season. Do you know what I mean? Like people like Lo Celso, personally, I think is already gone. Like mentally, he won't be here next season. Højbjerg won't be here next season.
You know what's so funny?
Somebody be
saw
careful with the sound.
Sorry.
I saw a funny stat, yeah, and I was so shocked when I saw this, and it involves my club and your club, Jay. And I saw it, yeah, and it was about our defenses.
Yeah.
I didn't know Spurs have conceded more goals than us, and Onana has more clean sheets than Vicario. But with how the performances and the prop and the noise, you would never have thought it. And I only realized that after the game. I was like, oh my God.
You want to know what else is different? Like, you look at the goals scored and defenses, like in the league, throughout the league, some of it will throw you off. You'll be shocked. But we'll look at that in a second. Jay, do you have anything else to say on Tottenham before we move on? That's a clear hand.
No, just we just need to keep winning. If you keep winning, we'll see where we can end up at the end of the season. I didn't want United to win really today, but I think it's interesting for me that they did win and the Aston Villa fall off. And the funny thing is at the beginning of the season, I was very, I knew, I knew that basically Villa and Newcastle might drop off a little bit from how they were last season, because Spurs have been in that situation as a growing team. So I think that the teams themselves, Villa especially,
I hope you get top four, because if we end up in the same, because they're going to be two different groups in the next UCL. I hope you and I get in the same bracket, because I want to go to London, go to your stadium.
Yeah, it's a nice stadium, man. It's a nice stadium.
Yeah, I hear that. I actually hope both. I want Old Trafford and the Emirates and the Tottenham. Sorry,
but Tottenham need a name for their stadium. Like,
no, we don't. No, we don't.
What did you say?
Hotspur Stadium. Come on,
but Monty, think about it like this, yeah. Think about how much brand awareness and recognition you get from it being a Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
But White Hart Lane, like, I know.
But if it's like the Beyonce concert at the White Hart Lane Stadium, the White Hart, starts becoming but what I'm saying is the Tottenham Stadium is the brand almost at this point. It's almost like you get just as much.
To be honest, they sacked the guy for not getting a commercial deal for you guys.
Yeah. So and then Chelsea go and get.
Yeah, they did sack somebody for not getting a commercial deal.
Yeah, and then Chelsea go and get.
I think they sacked him. Whether or not they sacked him for not getting a commercial deal is one thing. Like, as in,
they did.
As in, like, he was sacked. As in, like, I don't know whether that's specifically the reason he was sacked, whether or not he contributed, whether or not it's just bullshit from the internet. I don't really know, So
I just got to remind the UCL. The UCL.
Let's get to the final topic of the day. Arsenal smashing West Ham. They must win 6-0. Just tell me what
how do you feel it, Gal? You must feel quite validated. That was a big performance by you guys today,
bro. I don't even want to get too much into all of the stuff that I was hearing, but the players stepped up today. They played carefree. After the first goal, the floodgates opened, and West Ham couldn't do nothing to stop us. We scored a penalty and 2 set-piece goals for the first 3 goals, but you've seen from minute 1 that we were going to score a lot of goals in this game. West Ham, the way that they played, they had a winger, Ben Johnson, as their right back, their right winger, a wing back as their right winger. They played in this game. They really only played 2 good attackers. Everybody else was pretty much defending.
That reminded me of the 9-0 win United had against Southampton and Tottenham 6-2 win against Everton.
Mm-hmm.
That was very
much. I'm looking at.
Bro, we could have scored 10 goals. I felt like we left a lot on the plate.
No, because you dominate.
I generally thought when it was 4-0 at halftime, I thought they can get close to the record here. Like, if they just kept going, it would have been a possibility. 9-8.
But it was nice to see Arteta play the kid, Ethan Noir. He's only 16.
Yeah, and then he's only had 1 other appearance, which was
he's had 2 appearances in the Premier League. Yeah, and then also, it was nice to see, like, just the whole team carry the
honest, I generally want you lot to win the league. I can't have City and Liverpool in it. I need Arsenal to win the league.
I don't think anyone else on this panel will say that.
Yeah, I need you lot to win the league.
Even Sam probably hates on Arsenal.
Bro, no, but it's the fans.
Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? Look,
it's the fans.
He hates
I
Arsenal
actually
so much
one
he might
second.
have
Hold on.
done it.
Hold on. What number one? The thing is, I don't really have an issue with Arsenal. I've said this before. Arsenal for me, I don't hate the club. I've got nothing against the club, but the thing is, this season about some of the stuff, and it's not just a dig at you, by the way, because you may have sorted this out and you changed your stuff, but the stuff that I was hearing, bro, like Gunnar Solskjaer, he's the best example. Putting Saka over Gareth Bale at Madrid and all that, or putting that J guy sitting there, and that J guy sitting there on Twitter saying that Arsenal squad last season, and majority that gets into my 16-17 squad with Ronaldo, Benzema, Bale, and Cruz and Modric. And it's like, mate.
No, that guy is fishing for interaction.
The thing is, when I see some of this stuff, and that Ty sitting there on AFTV sitting there saying, we would smash Real Madrid if we played them right now. It's like, bro, when I hear these sort of stuff, it's like, mate, you're actually making me hate this club for no damn reason. So that's
how I feel when you guys compare guys like Xabi Alonso to Arteta.
And this is the thing, yeah. Listen. I hope we get
what?
Hold on. Wait. Hold on. This is the thing. I just want to play Arsenal. I want to beat them. I just want to beat them this time. And when I do beat them, my hate will just fade away. Then the hate will just fade away.
No,
because
from me,
I will just be a lesson to show that don't chat to me like that. After that, I'll be cool.
I've lived most of my life in London. My father's an Arsenal fan. Like, I'm around Arsenal fans all the time.
I don't even hate Arsenal. One of my closest mates is an Arsenal fan. I don't even hate Arsenal.
I don't hate Arsenal.
I've got no reason. I hate Atletico.
I have good admiration towards the club.
Look, the clubs that I don't like, the clubs that I despise is Barcelona, Atletico, and
Barcelona just scored, by the way.
Barcelona just fuck off. By the way, yeah. Barcelona, Atletico,
and guys,
and a bit of Liverpool as well.
Guys, let's bring it back to Arsenal. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I did a whole match reaction on Arsenal, so I want to kind of get your gauge and takes on it. I think Bukayo Saka scoring 100, getting 100 GA in his career by the age of 22 is insane. I think Declan Rice's performance today was amazing.
Hey, by the way, Ivory Coast are starting the game very strong.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I was seeing that. Declan Rice getting 2 assists and a goal in this game was amazing. He shushed the crowd. The West Ham fans leaving by the 45th minute, like in droves. That was kind of embarrassing from them, especially with all the lip that some of these West Ham fans were giving before the game.
Yeah, but why would you say?
If there's anything I'll take away from this game, Gabriel Magalhaes and William Saliba contributing to our attack is not spoken about a lot. They get a lot of goals for us. And a lot of goal contribution.
Because your set pieces are very, very good. They're extremely good.
Our set pieces are ridiculous.
Yeah, they're ridiculously good. I think you've conceded like one.
We don't concede too many, and we score a lot of them.
Yeah, you've conceded 2 set pieces, Fulham and West Ham.
Is there one thing? If there's one thing that I'm going to show you guys that's going to surprise you, is this. Look at this. Right? Did you guys see the stats from this game?
No.
Yeah, I did see them.
25 shots, 12 shots on target. Like, we went nuts, right? But then you go to the Premier League goals. Arsenal are up there with the goals, you know?
Yeah. Oh my days, your goal. Oh my word. You just want to say, oh my word.
Hey, you see us, we can't score goals. We have a decent-ish defense. We cannot score goals.
Bro, the fact that we have two less goals than Liverpool, 3 less goals than City, you would not expect that.
Hey, it's crazy how the top 5 at the moment, all 50 and more goals.
Wait. Who scored 36? Who scored 36 goals?
No. Away, GA is goals conceded.
That's how many goals we've conceded, mate.
Yeah, that's how many goals you conceded.
But what's that 51 sub? Is that how many goals?
That's Tottenham goals.
Yeah, goals scored.
Oh, okay.
So wait. So 50 and above for the top 5 at this point in the season, and everyone's on that.
It's impressive. In fact, you can make the argument that Tottenham's is the most impressive, considering they sold Kane as well.
Actually, Aston Villa, the most impressive. They're not supposed to be there.
Do you know what? I can't lie, Jay.
They got Ollie Watkins.
I can't lie, Jay. Though, if you want to win stuff, bro, that goals conceded, bro, it needs to drop down big.
Yeah, but the thing is we played like 6 games with no centre backs.
Yeah,
So
that's
did
true.
we?
To be fair, to be fair.
So that's what's exactly. But obviously, it's not good enough. But that's what you need to see.
To be
the
fair, it's
improvement
the
next
first
season.
season. It is the first
Yeah,
season.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
People
I'm expecting 2 starters to come into the Tottenham team
Yeah,
next season.
people will.
Guys,
love it.
can I ask you a question? Are you surprised looking at this?
Me?
Table.
No, not really. My prediction was City, Liverpool, Arsenal, and Tottenham, and I put Man United at 5th. Actually,
The one club that don't compare themselves to is Real Madrid. They're too elite, and if it wasn't for them, we would be dominating Europe over the last few years. And if it wasn't for City, we'd be dominating the Premier League. So I'm
No, but that's
sorry.
Liverpool.
I
Liverpool fans
listen.
can say that.
This guy, by the way,
I'm
the
sorry,
comment
but you always second place.
do you know what? This guy down there, that comment down there, this is the same man who just commented afterwards. Again, what's he saying? My man, why does my man hate my club so much, brother? I don't really hate your club. It's just, bro, it's just that night in Paris, bro. Not the latest one, but the older one where you beat me, bro. Yeah, it was. Knowing what we could have done that season, it was a bit heartbreaking, isn't it? I don't really hate Liverpool. The thing is, I don't really hate the Premier League club. It's just the clubs that I hate is Barca and Atletico. I shouldn't hate.
It's just the
Premier League
fans.
club.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, it is the fact.
It's just
It is the fact.
Yeah,
Because the thing is, Arsenal as general and Liverpool as general, I don't really hate that. I don't really have an issue. I don't really have a reason to hate these.
All
clubs.
I have
It's
to
just-
say is big up Rayan for the super chats on today's show.
Yeah.
We're not going to spend too much time.
What's the likes on? What's the likes on?
I have the whole week. I have the whole week to gas up the Arsenal win versus West Ham. But Jay, do you have anything to take away from that game?
How many likes are we on?
It's going to be low today because of the AFCON and everything. But let me.
But those are here.
Never smash them up, bro.
61. It's not bad.
Now come on, get it to 70 people.
Let's get the likes.
Come on.
So, let's
here,
open.
You're here. You're watching. Come on.
I would say that for me, Arsenal were really impressive. Like I was watching them in the first half, and I kind of started watching the game maybe like 10, 15 minutes in. I think West Ham had an okay first 10 minutes or something, but from the moment I kind of watched, Arsenal were kind of just dominant. They controlled the game, and when you control the game, you allow for less variance in what happens. So Arsenal are controlling almost every aspect of the football pitch. You know, they're winning their duels on the transition. They're penning West Ham in. They're continually creating chances. You see Trossard dropping deep. West Ham have so many defenders. They played zonally. So Trossard drops deep. The person that in the back three isn't marking him. So now Arsenal are just rotating. They're getting runners. Huge set piece threat. Just all in all, just an excellent performance. And I think considering the fact that they lost the title, essentially lost the title last year when they went to West Ham and they had the result that they had and Saka missed the penalty, I can argue it probably felt quite cathartic for some Arsenal fans to win 6-0 in this game. And to an extent, illustrate how far Arsenal have come over the last year and show they may not win a trophy, but there is clear progression in the side, progression in the style of play, progression in the way that they go about winning games and managing them. So just probably a very, very happy performance, happy day for Arsenal fans. Very good performance. No real negatives. Managed to get a couple of kids on as well. Job well done. And they'll look to next week and to keep going. So yeah, very impressive. Bit of a marker laid down against some of the other teams to show, beating Liverpool, going away to West Ham and winning 6-0. West Ham would be considered a tough/tricky game for a lot of teams. So yeah, Arsenal and Arteta and the majority of the team will be sleeping well tonight, as it were.
There you go. And Sam, you've been nothing but critical of Arsenal as of late. What do you think about today's performance?
No, spot on. Like everything was. I have been critical. I am still because you still have to win stuff at the end of the day. But no, you can't. I can't criticize anything about today. You were magnificent. As much as West Ham was a disgrace, and they were a disgrace, but again, Arsenal were just too good as well. You took your chance, and now you finally done something that I was asking you, man, to do. Be clinical. Take your chances. Don't waste them and make these games more dramatic than what they should be. You took your chances, deservedly now close the gap, albeit City still has a game in hand. But no, man, today you're not going to hear me any sort of slander whatsoever because you can't stand anyone in Arsenal today. You can't even stand the manager as well today. You can't. It is what it is.
So you're saying basically you can't make fun of Arsenal today. So don't make fun of them. And then Monty, what are you saying?
Hey, did I say that was going to make?
Nah, I'm pulling your leg, man. Relax.
You can pull me if you want, but I pause, by the way.
What is getting to that point in the stream where
we're gonna lock it off. Monty, what are you saying?
It's never gonna work, guys. It's never gonna work. I'm always gonna be up here, bro.
The way I look at it is, it's no secret I need Arsenal to win the league. I really do. So for my own agendas, for my own personal pride and mental health, I need to see that red and white sticker tape going across the Premier League at the Emirates. As far as the performance today is concerned, excellent performance, really. There's nothing really too much you can say. I think to be fair, a big shout out to the defense. I think because of you guys literally controlled the game from minute 1 to 90. Didn't really think at any point in the game West Ham would do anything. And it's what we said on Friday. The game was going to be wrapped up at that point. You know, it's going to be a comfortable game for you lot. For anyone that said it would have been a difficult game, they're lying because West Ham don't travel very, very well. So yeah, hopefully.
The issue is some of these teams. If one of their main players, Lucas Paqueta, I've just realized something about them tonight. If he misses out on a game for them, like the levels of drops are shockingly big. Just like Manchester City when Rodri's in there. If he's not there, the levels of drop
when you put 6 past somebody, they can be shocking as much as they want, but you had a big part to play in making them that bad.
Yeah, no, of course, because you still have to put 6 past, and that was incredible. But some of these teams, the ways they just drop off if one of their players goes away, it's scary. It honestly is. But
it's true. Guess what? Unfortunately, we're going to have to end it here, guys. You guys have yourselves a wonderful day. Go enjoy the Super Bowl. Go enjoy the AFCON. Go enjoy AC Milan versus, who is it, Napoli?
Yeah, I believe so, yeah.
Crazy. Hey, Mo Salah is going to have himself a good day today. That's all I got to say. You guys have yourselves a wonderful day. I'm out of here. Peace.